Welcome to Premier League Matchday 14 prediction show. Yeah, you guys know how we do it here. We select 6 games, predict what we feel will happen, predict the possible outcome. Yeah, and this we have midweek matches, not weekend. This week we have midweek matches in the Premier League. And Matchday 14, I selected Fulham versus Manchester City, Newcastle versus Tottenham, Arsenal versus Brentford, Leeds versus Chelsea, Liverpool versus Sunderland, and Man United versus West Ham United. Yeah, but before we talk about the Matchday 14, let's go back and look at Matchday 13 and see how I performed. Matchday 13, I selected Man City versus Leeds United. My prediction was 3-1, but the game ended 3-2. Tottenham versus Fulham. My prediction was 2-1 Spurs win, but it was the other way around. Fulham won 2-1. Palace versus Man United. My prediction, because of the way Man United played against Everton. I thought Man United were going to disappoint again. They nearly disappointed United fans because in the first half, Man United were very poor. That first half was so poor. Let's be honest. And my prediction was a 2-1 win and 2-1 win for Palace, but it was the other way around. Man United won by 2-1. It was a comeback. The fourth game, Aston Villa versus Wolves. My prediction was 2-0 to Aston Villa, but the game ended 1-0. Win for Aston Villa still. West Ham versus Liverpool. My prediction was 2-1 win to West Ham because I felt Liverpool were low on confidence and they've been losing matches anyhow. So I was thinking that the streak was going to continue, but they surprised everybody and they won. They won by 2-0. Goals scored by Isak and Cody Gakpo. Then the last one was Chelsea versus Arsenal. Yeah, this game was very, very interesting. Yeah, very, very interesting at Stamford Bridge. Yeah, that's why the fact that Chelsea were one man down, they were able to take the fight to Arsenal. And my prediction was 2-2, and the game ended 1-1. So those were my predictions on Matchday 13. Let's go to Matchday 14. Yeah, first game I selected was Fulham versus Manchester City. Yeah, so guys, if you look at their head-to-head, like I said, I won't be talking too long. I'll just give my predictions. If you look at their head-to-head, it's favoring Manchester City. We have 26 wins for Manchester City and 4 wins for Fulham. So my prediction here is 3-1. Yeah, Man City have not really. Yeah, Phil Foden is in good form now, but Man City are not really that dominant. I look at they were leading Leeds United 2-0, and we were thinking like the game was over. But Leeds United were able to come back, draw the game. Then 9 minutes, this guy scored. Phil Foden. That's 90 plus minutes here he scored. So Man City are not really in good form now, but I'm predicting a 3-1 win for Manchester City. Man City to beat Fulham. So the next game, we're looking at Newcastle versus Tottenham. Newcastle versus Tottenham. Tottenham have not really been in good form. They've been scoring goals but losing matches. And Newcastle, look at the way Newcastle beat Everton. Wow. That was one thing that even provoked me. Man United could not beat 10-man Everton. But 11 against Newcastle. Look at the way Newcastle strolled past Everton. It was too easy for Newcastle. So, my prediction here is 2-1 win. Newcastle to win Tottenham by 2-1. Arsenal versus Brentford. The third game I selected, Arsenal versus Brentford. If you look at their head-to-head, we have 7 wins for Arsenal, 2 draws, and 1 win for Brentford. This fixture is favoring Arsenal. It's favoring Arsenal, and I'm predicting a 2-0 win for Arsenal. The fourth game I selected is Leeds versus Chelsea. With the way Chelsea played against Arsenal, I think they should go into this Leeds game with confidence, full of confidence. And they carried that same confidence against Barcelona to Arsenal because the way they battered Barcelona, even Barcelona fans were surprised. And they carried it against Arsenal. They were able to stress Arsenal. As far as I'm concerned, Arsenal were just lucky. Because Chelsea, had it been, Caicedo didn't, let me not say had it been, because it has already happened. But I felt 11 against 11, Chelsea would have won that game. But if Chelsea can still carry that momentum to play Leeds United, I see them beating Leeds. But Chelsea, you guys know Chelsea. Chelsea can be shaky sometimes. They are very inconsistent. That's just the problem. They are very inconsistent. So they play well against the big guys. Then when they meet the smaller teams, they struggle to break them sometimes. So my prediction here is 2-1 win to Chelsea. Leeds will score, but I feel Chelsea will win. Liverpool versus Sunderland. The win against West Ham, is it a turnaround? Who knows? We don't know yet if it's going to be a turnaround for Liverpool. But against Sunderland at Anfield, yeah, Liverpool have been losing at Anfield. And Sunderland is the surprise package of this season. They beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. They drew with Arsenal. So you cannot predict what Sunderland will do. But I am predicting the Liverpool win. Liverpool will beat Sunderland by 2-1. So the final game I selected here is Manchester United versus West Ham. Ruben Amorim needs to carry this momentum. Let me not call it a momentum. This win should serve as a moral booster to play against West Ham. The way we played against Everton shouldn't repeat itself. And in the first half, it was the same thing we did against Everton that we did in the first half against Crystal Palace. So this thing needs to change. Ruben Amorim needs to do something about it. And Man United, you guys need to go for the win. You guys need to win West Ham. So, but you all know that Manchester United love doing things the hard way. We all know. They never win easily. They all love doing things the hard way. Even against Crystal Palace, they have to come from behind to win. So, my prediction here for the Man United West Ham game is 3-2. Man United to win by 3-2. So, let's go over it again. And if number one, my first fixture here is Fulham versus West Ham. My prediction 3-1 City. Fulham versus Man City. Sorry, Fulham versus Man City. My prediction was 3. My prediction here is 3-1 City win. Newcastle versus Tottenham. My prediction here is 2-1 win to Newcastle. Arsenal versus Brentford. My prediction is 2-0 win to Arsenal. This versus Chelsea. My prediction is 2-1 Chelsea win. Liverpool versus Sunderland. My prediction is 2-1 Liverpool win. The Man United versus West Ham, my prediction is 3-2 Man United win. So guys, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please click on that subscribe button, like, share this video.